What is going on, my friends? Vitaly Dubin is here. I'm back to my office desk with another episode of Today's in Crypto Show. Guys, the crypto market is absolutely insane right now. Cryptocurrencies are plummeting to the downside. FTT, the token of the FTX exchange, is going on a free fall, minus 35%, as the drama and the battle between the two biggest cryptocurrency exchange, the crypto billionaires, is unfolding. From CZ, the CEO of Binance Exchange, and Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO of FTX Exchange, as CZ announced that Binance is going to liquidate hundreds of millions of dollars in the FTT token. And breaking news, the FTX Exchange has stopped processing withdrawals in the last over 5 hours. So what is going on is FTX Exchange, huge exchange, is going bankrupt. Is it out of funds? Is it a bank run that is happening on the centralized FTX exchange right now, as everybody's trying to withdraw but they cannot withdraw? What is going on? I want to dive into this episode. I'm on with other news, but definitely not a good week for the crypto markets. I want to start this off by what CZ Binance says. As part of Binance exit from FTX equity like last year, Binance received roughly $2.1 billion, equivalent in cash, BUSD and FTT. Due to recent revelations that have came to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT on our books. So that means they're going to the market. That was like 2 days ago. They're going to liquidate more than $500 million worth of FTT, which is actually already liquidated. And the reason for that is because essentially what happened is that CZ, the CEO of Binance, was not happy about from the FTX exchange, people that were lobbying in the United States against with their crypto regulations against Binance in the US. So he was tired of all of this happening behind his back, and this is how he retaliated. Like, bam, I'm going to sell all of my FTT tokens. Now, the result of that was a cascade of a fall down that took place in all that everybody felt in the entire crypto space. And FTT, a lot of speculation right now, is really going to go bankrupt, right? So we will try to do so in a way that minimizes market impact. And they offered Binance to buy all FTT coins at $22, and he refused that. They're going to choose the free market. Due to market conditions or limited liquidity, we expect this will take a few months to complete. Binance always encourages collaboration between industry players. Regarding any speculations to whether this is a move against a competitor, it is not, right? It is not. But it is actually. Well, so what's going on? Well, he confirmed that $584 million in FTT already been converted. Yeah. The current drama surrounding CZ and FTX follows this month's damaging leak of the balance sheet belonging to Bankman-Fried's crypto hedge fund, Alameda Research, and apparently that over $5.8 billion of its $14.6 billion in assets are held in FTT tokens. And there is like $8 billion in liability, right? The BitDAO community is asking Alameda Research firm for proof of funds, yeah? And essentially, FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried started to deny insolvency rumors, saying we are fine, FTX is fine, assets are fine. That's what I was saying. FTX is enough to cover all clients' holdings. We don't invest client assets, even in treasuries. We have been processing all withdrawals and will continue to be. Now, that was yesterday's. We have been processing all withdrawals and will continue to be. But looking at this FTX exchange hot wallet, look at this. From the last 5 hours, all of these transactions has been incoming transactions into FTX exchange, but not outgoing. All of them are incoming transactions. Nothing is outgoing, right? So look at this. This is very, very worrying. Everything is in. You can see, even 1 minute ago, everything is in, nothing is out. The FTX exchange stopped processing withdrawals. So that's why, you know, if you had any assets in FTX exchange, I hope that you withdrew it yesterday. And that's another reason why, if you the majority of your crypto assets should be always held in a hardware wallet and not on the centralized exchanges, because even a giant like FTX, which just recently Sam Bankman-Fried, the billionaire guy who was lending money left and right to help these other companies, right? His FTX exchange is in big trouble right now, because no matter how big you are, and this was proved by what happened with Terra Luna and Do Kwon, who was cocky and saying everything is fine, until there's billions and billions and billions of sales started to happening, and it crashed the entire coin up to almost zero, right? So and it evaporated tens of billions of dollars out of the markets just like that in one day. So no matter how big it is, this FTX exchange, everybody is going to start to withdraw their funds from FTX exchange, and there's going to be a big exchange run. Then it can collapse. It can collapse. So this is very worrisome right now that FTX is not processing these withdrawals. Okay. Now, to shed some more light into it, right? So they were offered to sell at $22, on which he essentially refused. And the co-CEO of FTX Digital Markets said about the Binance founder, "Dude is literally the worst. Someone straight up offered to buy over the counter to avoid any retail being hurt, and he chose instead to cause pain." And here's what CZ said: "We gave support before, but we will not pretend to make love after divorce." And then he said, "We will not support people who lobby against other industry players behind their backs." So in a nutshell, what it means is that he's aware that FTX company were lobbying against Binance behind his back, and he retaliated and selling all of FTT and causing a complete blood for this coin. Now, a lot of companies are also depend on FTT, like Solana, for example. Yeah, Solana is has been funded by Sam Bankman-Fried's Alameda Research, right? So is Alameda Research broke? Yeah, it has $8 billion in liabilities, and most of it, as you can see right here, FTT collateral, unlocked FTT, 3.6 billion dollars here, locked Solana and unlocked Solana, $292 million. So there's a lot of Solana that they can dump, right? So which the crypto markets already see. Like the Solana felt, look at this, minus 35% the last 90 days, minus 10% today. Solana was bleeding. It started to recover now. This was all happening the last hour, by the way, as Bitcoin all of a sudden plunged from 19,400, as Bitcoin was holding the $20,500 level, and it went down to 19,300, and in the last hour it pumped to 20,500. So there was a pump of $1,000 that happened on a short period of time, talking about like 45 minutes or so, right? And now it's coming back down once again. But yeah, Solana is in danger, and other coins are in dangers. But what really worries is this FTX stop processing client withdrawals. Now, FTX, according to CoinMarketCap, which is owned by Binance, by the way, FTX exchange, number 3 exchange, with volume of $3.6 billion processed in the last 24 hours. $3.6 billion in last 24 hours. Think about that. If this exchange will fall and will hold user withdrawals and something will happen, I mean, it's going to be very, very negative for the entire crypto space. Yeah, very negative, because FTX is a huge exchange with a lot of pairs there trading, a lot of pairs. So that's what's happening right now. Divisions in the crypto empire blurred his trading title Alameda balance sheet. You can see about Solana, $292 million. I already pointed it out. Yeah. Sam Bankman-Fried says a competitor, which means Binance, is trying to go after us with false rumors. FTX is fine, assets are fine, but why do you stop the withdrawals then? Why are we not processing withdrawals? Here's what CZ Binance wrote. I was out with friends yesterday when the topic of this whale alerts came up. Following our principles, I decided to be transparent. So I wrote a thread in 5 minutes and posted it. Little did I know it was going to be the straw that broke the camel's back, right? He means like FTT and FTX. Everyone wants more transparency in our industry, right? My tweets were simple. There were questions about the large 580 million FTT deposit to Binance, and we were transparent about the fact that we are closing our FTT position. So they just closed the FTT position transparently, and that of course can be a signal to short FTT for those who noticed this in time. The fact that it sparked such level of discussions was surprising. There were also conspiracy theories that I somehow orchestrated this whole thing. If you read this thread, you would appreciate that no one can orchestrate this. But apparently that's what's happening. The world, the crypto market is perceiving this rivalry between Binance Exchange and FTX Exchange. And that's why we can also see that Binance has tweeted that Binance has about 8 billion in Ethereum in cold wallets 1 and 2, while FTX has much less Ethereum held in their wallet. So that's probably the reason why he pointed that out. Yeah. Sam Bankman-Fried was once admired as the king of crypto. Now Alameda and FTX are rumored to be on the brink of insolvency. Funny memes, media, and some people try to color this as a fight. Sorry to disappoint, but I spend my energy building, not fighting. Today I spend my day on our business and our community. Yeah. they have or will buy $500 million of BNB. Sounds like you want Alameda to buy 580 million on BNB and then do a swap for the FTT. I think we will stay in the free market. We still hold Luna, now Luna Classic today, reminding of what happened to Luna, and they didn't want. That right there is very subtle. The comparison between FTT and Luna suggests that FTT may experience something similar, right? So that's really disturbing, But look at this. FTX stablecoin reserve just reached a year low, $51 million as of now, according to CryptoQuant, minus 93% over the last 2 weeks. What is going on? Yeah. Okay. So, cryptocurrency slide has worries about FTX. So that's the big news. This is the big news about FTX. So now you know. Now you know, and you need to be really first of all, if you have some funds with FTX, do not use it. Withdraw it as soon as possible. Do not use the FTX exchange. Not your keys, not your crypto. You can see a giant whale is worried about bank run of FTX and withdrawing USDC and USDT from FTX exchange 5 hours ago, withdrawing $130 million USDC and $115 million USDT from FTX exchange in the past 24 hours. So yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. And Solana, like I said, because Solana token is falling because of Solana was funded by FTX exchange. Yeah. Now moving on to another topic of the day, we have LBRY sold tokens as securities. That's a big precedent of the U.S. legislation, and in the court filings, the SEC sued LBRY last March, and they won the case. They won the case yesterday. And inside of this case, essentially, they alleged that LBC tokens were securities and that the startup had violated security laws. And this winning may be a precedent saying that every token out there, every coin out there, anything out there is a security, and it must be registered with the SEC, or it will, the SEC will go after them. So this is again not positive for the crypto space. One significant case the LBRY ruling could impact is the SEC suit against Ripple Labs and two of its executives. So the Ripple is the only one standing because they have deep pockets to go after SEC and fight with the lawyers SEC. Much like LBRY, Ripple Labs' defense has hinged on its claim that its native token XRP is not a security, and that by failing to provide clarity on whether XRP was a security, the SEC didn't provide a fair notice that Ripple Labs' conduct was unlawful. So that was the LBRY case. Loses the SEC case, and it's a dangerous precedent. They said, we lost, sorry everyone. They don't know what to do. According to the rulings memorandum, the SEC argued in its complaint, offered and sold unregistered securities, but LBRY doesn't believe in selling securities. The language used here set an extraordinarily dangerous precedent that makes every cryptocurrency in the US a security, including Ethereum. That's what they wrote on Twitter. Okay, another topic, we have the Federal Reserve announcing a seizure of $3.36 billion in Bitcoin stolen a decade ago from illegal Silk Road marketplace. So this is the second largest crypto recovery, 50,000+ Bitcoins. And they made a raid on the apartment and they seized 50,676 Bitcoins. And US government now has more Bitcoin than largest crypto holders. Roughly $1 billion worth of Bitcoin was recovered. Right now. And meme stablecoin slightly losing dollar parity amid fears of partial FTT backing. So there are many projects like this that essentially are backed by FTT, FTX exchange, and it looks very, very spooky and very dangerous right now. And what's even more spooky is the FTX exchange has been quiet in the last 15 hours on its Twitter. Not posted anything in the last 15 hours. Been really quiet. Now, I haven't discussed that, but Elon Musk bought Twitter and laid off more than half of the employees by sending them an email and get ready. So he bought Twitter. He's now the owner of Twitter, and he laid out like 4,000 or so, maybe less, 3,500 employees. Right, about half of Twitter's workers appears appear set to lose their jobs. So yeah, that's what happens when you are working for somebody else. Even for Twitter, somebody can literally take over the firm and lay more than half of the employees. We've seen it happening. Yeah. So no job is secure, as the saying goes. No is any business is secure, or nothing is secure really. But you can just go after your dreams, and that's it. So that's what I want to share with you today, guys. I hope that you'll be strong enough to weather the storms in this crypto land. And just a couple words about Bitcoin price that is at $20,000. I've been saying again and again and again that we already reached the bottom of 17,500. No matter how gloomy and doomy it is, right now is the golden opportunity. That's why all this area is in yellow. This is the golden opportunity for you to pick up Bitcoin cheap at $20,000 during this bear market. Yeah, because this is all accumulation. Now, you still have time. It's not like tomorrow we're going to jump to $30,000, right? It's going to happen like gradually, and essentially it may take another 6 to 12 months before the beginning of the bull market will begin. We are in the bear market, but this is the time of accumulation. This is the time to be strong. And when everybody is panicking and selling, this is the time to pick up crypto cheap and dollar cost average and accumulate, get ready before the next bull market. Okay, so that's what I want to share with you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next episode of Today in Crypto Show.